اتوقع الجو رايق اكثر من اللازم بالليل، ما بقى شيء على الصلاة صح؟ يا لا والله باقي ساعتين نكسنت يعني عندي وقت. يا اخي المشكلة طعمي ناقصه سكر.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really her cappuccino.
احتاج مشروب والله.
It's lobster, sirloin.
Got a scotch?
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately. What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna.
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. Don't waste the silver. Yep. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here?
هلا شتو. والله ما شفت تقول بس ما كيف حالك؟ سويت شاي ملزلز. رجال اكتب شيء لا تحط ايموجي.
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery, kidnapping, extortion, murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man. Well-moneyed. People do... You like to take your shots at me.
Who would try to pull that on you?
Oh, I don't know. Fables with a grudge. People who want a stake in my shops and services. But I can understand the confusion. And I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you, the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you.
اوكي تكملة الحلقة الخامسة. بسم الله.
Now you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case you still have a lot to answer for.
I was told I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
How about I go ahead and kill you right now?
In front of all these people.
Do I look like I give a shit?
After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
Nice.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
مرتين.
Aiding and providing monetary.
والله يا أخي اعذرني. يا والله عبالي انك ذيب عادي يا اخي. ايش فيك انت؟ ايش فيك عادي يا اخوان؟ ايش فيك؟ والله اوكي نكتة خايسة. كانت ببالي سيناريو حلو بس مش
military support for the forced prostitution
تعجبني
at the
رد
pudding
الله.
and pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything
هكا
you would
عمال
like to
نظرة
say?
بوجهي استغربت.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're in.
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and
والله شوف. اوه كان طفى ولا شنو؟ يا اخوان واحد يعطيني خبر انه كان طفى. شوف اللي عارف انه هو طفى بالتسجيل الثاني، فباذن الله يكون الامر يصير.
make something of this.
اي صح نسيت شنو كنت بعلقي اقول. ليه واضح حالك من حال الثاني الفاشل اللي يفك. الله يسامحكم بس. الله يسامحكم. خلني ارجع للشيء اللي بقوله. شوف صار روبوت. استغفر الله قال بصير روبوت خلاص ما بعلق. اخي استغفر الله علي العظيم. استغفر الله يخرجون نفسهم ما فيك. يا اخي لا تنسيني شو ايه اقول والله سنو ترى شوي يعني ما صرت احترمها يعني ظلت بمكانتها. قالت اوكي رغم انه سافل ابن 66 بس لا عنده لحق يدافع عن نفسه. كفو. لا نظلم نحن لا للظلم.
Town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
اوكي.
This is ridiculous.
بس صراحة كل نظرياتي طلعت غلط وهذا شيء غلط. زعلني.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
اوكي.
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My
Okay.
comrades are another
ليه
matter.
ركز على الموضوع
I'm
خلاص.
sorry for the predicament they put you
يعني
in. They get a bit carried away sometimes,
بين
it's
اليهود
true.
هذا.
Loyal to the
ملغني.
end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them.
اوه ماي جاد. شيء ما حد بيهتم فيك والله. حرفيا انت حسبت الاخو الكبير الغثيث بس احنا نهتم فيه عشان ابوي ما يزعل بس. شت حتصير مداهمات فلازم ابين. بسم الله.
You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man. Just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all in
You forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Oh shit.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Okay.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that mattered,
Okay.
anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make
يا
a living,
أخي
provide
هو
for
كان
herself.
روبن هود
And what
فاهم؟
did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor.
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
you were gonna burn her. Her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But
Allah
believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
الله الرد الدبلوماسي
And
الحقيقي.
so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been
شوف هو المفروض مني اني اكون محسن للجميع وهاي يبين كلامي ونروح للنهاية السعيدة. لكن اغلب الاوقات انا تهاوشت مع الكل او بينت حدتي على بعض المواقف. فما ادري يعني هل انا مفروض لكن ما علينا. ان شاء الله تسلك الامور عاد.
exploiting you,
تسلك معي
exploiting your
بصدق ما
hope
تسلك
for a
مني
better
اللعبة
life.
اولى.
You would go to him for
اوكي.
help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
وقف معاهم اسطورة.
You're all still
Mr.
afraid of him,
Billah.
even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
شوف السبب الوحيد اللي يخليهم يجون معاي هو عشان ذيب. غير هذا لا تناقشني. ذيب بالمعنى الحرفي ياكلكم. اوكي نايس. مسكين قسم بالله.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession that...
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
دقيقة شوف، حتى أنا ماضي أسود ما عادي، بس لا أنا أفكر لم نستطيع الخروج من هذا.
Snow?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
يا أخي أنا قلتهم إني قتلته، إيش فيهم صاروا أغبياء؟ تصبح على خير. لا 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 يا رجل، لا تصير سمب، لا تصير سمب، بين ثقلك، أعصر ليمونة قدامهم. حلو. بس خلنا نكمل الآن النقطة هذه ما أقدر أكمل تحليل خلاص.
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it...
لا إله إلا الله. وشو ده؟ صحيح صحيح. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. هذا الأصلع صراحة بديت أحبه. أنا كنت أحس إنه الخاين، بس طلع والله إنه رجال شريف. شريف ولا محمد؟
Right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer. What happened with Tweedledum, I made a mistake. He was attacking me, and I just acted. I didn't think.
That's the only reason?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's...
لحظة، منو بلوردن؟ أنا ما طقيت هذا بلوردن.
Right.
دقيقة بلوردن منو؟ طقيت ناس ساجد من بلوردن هذا صح؟ لا هذا بلوردن هذول الإخوة. بلوردن. زين اوكي، انا مو الجاني، بلوردن هو اللي طق، انا شخني.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection.
الحماية
You're
أكيد.
right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right. Oh, please. This isn't...
صدق لو قتلته من هناك كان اسهل. وش اسوي عاد؟ والله الصوت طالع من ورا، وش اسوي عاد؟ اوكي شوف، بفكر فيها بمنظور ايجابي الى حد ما، يعني بحاول اشغل مخي.
قالت تم، قلت ليش خفيف انت حيل ولا تضحك؟ قلت لا قاعد اضحك خلاص الحين تزيد سناب دزتني وعلى طول ضحك. يود تقعد قاعد يقول ابي صورتك
اوكي
يود بعاص عرفت؟ ما خلق اصور نفسي الحين شعري كذا شو مفصلح وحاطي حاله. احلف.
اوكي تبيني احط فلتر اصلا؟
عندي صور ثانية تبي تدز كاب شوف.
دقيقة بيتر عشان احط فلتر على الصوت تعرف ولا لا؟ علاقة صوتي ممتاز ولا احتاج اني اقرب اكثر؟ الحين الو 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 قربت زيادة على الزوم ايش اسوي؟
هو فيديو بس ما فيديو عند الشاب.
شكله صوته يطلع.
شاب يعرفني عارفه عرفت ما بينزل الفيديو قلت له خلاص دز لي بس الصورة.
الو
ولا في فيديو كامل.
صوت اللعبة بعد ولا هذا
ما عندي اياه والله.
اوكي الو
يدني خذيتها ما تدز يا ولد. انا والله كنت ابي فيديو دز ستريم.
تثابت معي وش في صوت اعلى مني؟ حلو صح؟ يب
ما ادري كم هو لا قاعد اقول له تقول لا ماشي. انا حمار
الحين عشان اضبط صوت. ايه المشكلة بالتسجيل راح يعذب. الو 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 صوتي واضح؟ احتاج المعاونة يا بيتو. يب شوف بشغل اللعبة اذا عالي قول لي.
The point. We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Everyone calm down. This isn't the
a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always
صوت
been.
ممتاز
What
اعلى
I'm
مني.
talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
اوكي
Of course. Go right ahead.
شوف انا قلت هالشيء عشان ابرر الموقف عشان انا مسلم ولا خروف. قلت هالشيء لانه فكيت تعويذة الوشاح فكيناها.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up.
Oh damn.
You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Narissa.
you.
My name is Narissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to
Oh,
be
you
He
just...
ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith
Oh,
and Lily
damn.
are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say...
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take two people's lives away and now you want mercy?
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty.
shit.
I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he
يا
isn't
اخوان مخي
stopped.
صدق
Not a
مخي
bloodshed.
So we get rid of
Too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a
اسمع كم طفى مرة ثانية يطفي خلاص ظاهر ثاني مرة يطفي هذه المشكلة حلو اسمع أنا بخرج المسلم الذي في داخلي إذا جاء قالوا شنو عقوبته قتل النفس بالنفس
suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Look, I'm making the call.
Why should you?
He is the only officially appointed representative here.
Right. Bigby should decide.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
الله
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow,
Just do what you think is right.
اسمع والله أنا مسلم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأنا محمد رسول الله والنفس بالنفس
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
أوه شيت تسحبني أنا أوه لا بيقطني معاه في البير والله ودي أعرف صراحة شنو تاخذ البير إيه
There you are. I hope you all remember this.
والله راح أتذكرها
Think
قبل
of
ما
me when you try to sleep. You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
تعال تعال يا وين رايح حبيب القلب اليوم راس مندي
Oh my god!
يا خليني اتذكر طز والله بنفسي اقتله من زمان قتلته ولله الحمد ارتحت نفسيا والله راحة لا تتذكر تبصني
For Lily and Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
دايما النظرة طز والله ما اهتم هل يخافون طبعا كانت النية المفروض يكون كان المفروض انه يعني ما يخافون منه يكون يعني اصدقاء وحنا مع بعض قلبا وقالبا مفروض وانا واخوكم تحمست زيادة على اللزوم وباذن الله برجع العبها مرة ثانية.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
ما ادري ليش.
This fucking line.
هذا واو الكل يا اخي خصهم عليكم تجون.
Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
مستر وول.
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
والله شيء صار يخافون
We'll
مني.
talk later, okay?
واو. اوه حتى
Good
هذا.
morning, Miss White.
You're late.
وات؟ اوكي. ايه. والله انا صراحة
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
حطها خمسة. هذا يقول الولف هاي ما يحتاج. خلاص. يا اخي والله بخاطري اقص راسي. يا بريء يا اخي. النفس بالنفس يا اخي. النفس بالنفس. يروحون المزرعة؟
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Then carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah. You don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice.
اوكي المدينة فيها
It won't
بشر
be so
ومخلوقات غريبة.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
I don't know. He, must have run off.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Saying goodbye?
هذا نايس. السيارة لا ما بتهاولاك انا اسف. ترجع قريب.
Hi.
Hi.
غريبة ما تخاف مني.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
والله صرت إنساني بقى.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were trying to protect them.
Yeah.
والله الموضوع متشدد
Georgie
أكثر.
promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
اوه صح نسيت. نسيت انا.
I don't know what happened,
نسيت بعد اني.
but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
اوه اوكي ما كان تهديد.
I walked her over here. And I left her.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah. I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade.
اوكي مو ناس على شيء
never
مرفي
existed.
بس ناس على تفكير ممتاز.
I couldn't watch that happen to Faith
توقعته يعني.
or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
يعني بدون مبالغة كنت قاعد اقول خي يكون هذا يا اخي شو الانقلابات اللي قاعد قامت تصير في العصابة بس طلع لا.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other.
يا رجال ضحكني.
And look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town, finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
راح تكون مكان يعني فوضى أكثر من اللازم. أنا ثبتت الأساس أكثر من الباقي.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
في لحظة تفكير هنا. دخل ذيب بريء.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
شنو؟ كشف شيء.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
اوه تلميحة للجزء الثاني يعني؟ ياب تلميحة للجزء الثاني. بس كذبت عليه بشيء من وريتي خارج الشقة بيوتي قلت انك لم تخبر انك رأيتها بالتحقيق. انا شنو ما راح اتزوجها. اوكي ضربت اثناء الاستجواب. اوكي مشوا على السيناريو مالي. اوه لا الثاني صح. تهاوشت مع الولد. تعهدت في حمايته في مكتب العمل. قدمت له المشروع عندما طلب منك ذلك في الشقة وتعال تجنب المزرعة. لقد صفعتها. هذا أجمل شيء. أجمل شيء إني أعطيته كف. حلو. اوكي لقد قطيته قطعت راسه قتلته. اعطيته المال. ايه اوكي ما اوه سويتها انا ولا لا؟ اوكي كسرت مكانه. اخذت من يا سرقتها. وظفتها. شربتها مع جرعتين. ايه مشيته بالكفر ماله. ظهرت بأنك وجدت بينما كانت مغمى عليها. عقدت معه اتفاق. هذا شنو؟ صرتها معك حانا تراب ذهب. اوه والله نسيت سالفة الوعد. صرت أن تنتظره. والله ما ادري حسيته مسكين. ضربتها. دافعت عنه عندما تسنو رسالة المزرعة. أعطيته له المال. اخترت اعتقاله في الحانة تريب تراب. خلصنا يا اخوان. انتهت التجربة. بسمي التجربة ما ادري هذا اسم. اوه ديم ما كنت ادري عن الاشياء هذه. ما يمديني اطق اسم. اوه في مانجا شنو هذا بالضبط؟ اوكي استكمال. اوكي ما كنت ادري. اوكي يا اخوان انتهت تجربة الذئب بيننا. وننتشر بنهاية السلسلة العظيمة. الشرف لكم. لا لا ما كان شيء ممتع. تجربة مسلية أكثر من اللازم. فنلتقي بولف أمونج أس
2. على شاطئ المطبخ نظرت دجاجة كثيرة اللحم وريش مدندل. وسألتها بالله بكلمة عزيزة.